To say that things on Capitol Hill have been a little wacky this week would be the understatement of the century. We have had multiple Republicans trying to fight not just one another, but actually trying to physically fight witnesses in Senate hearings. That, of course, was Republican Senator Mark Wayne Mullen wanting to fight Teamsters leader Sean O'Brien. We had the incident where Kevin McCarthy shoved, elbowed, or sucker punched, depending on whose version of the story you want to hear, Tim Burke in the halls of Congress. We had Marjorie Taylor Greene being her usual belligerent self. And of course, we had the blowup, the profane blowup between James Comer and Jared Moskowitz. So, with all of the insanity taking place on Capitol Hill, reporters this week finally caught up to Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell's supposed to be, the grown-up of the Republicans, both in the House and Senate, even though he's only in the Senate. He's kind of looked at as the guy like, listen, you're in control of all of this. Even though you don't preside over the House, you're still kind of calling the shots for everybody here. So, Mitch, what do you think should be done about all of these Republicans, both in your chamber and in the other chamber, wanting to fight everybody, right? I mean, they're turning it into a giant episode of the Jerry Springer Show. So, do you have anything you want to say? And Mitch McConnell apparently did have something he wanted to say. And it was this. It's very difficult to control the behavior of everyone who's in the building. I don't view that as my responsibility. That's something the Capitol Police will have to deal with. So rather than stepping up and being a leader, rather than stepping up and saying, listen, what we've seen from Republicans this week in my chamber and in the House is absolutely unacceptable. I expect better. I demand better, and I will be having a talk with them about their juvenile behavior because we're going to show the country that we are not a bunch of children up here on Capitol Hill. Now, that's what Mitch McConnell could have said, even if he didn't intend to do that. He still could have said it and made himself look like a bit of a leader, a bit of a grown-up, but instead he told the reporters basically, nah, you don't like it? Call the cops, right? What are you going to do? Maybe they should. Like, maybe at this point, somebody needs to call the Capitol Police. I mean, if you listen to the story told by Matt Gaetz about Kevin McCarthy elbowing Tim Burke, Matt Gaetz makes it sound like a full-blown assault took place in the halls of Congress. He actually repeatedly, in his ethics complaint, used the word assault. So, I don't know, maybe he ought to call the cops. When Mark Wayne Mullen stood up and tried to fight Sean O'Brien in that Senate hearing, maybe somebody should have called the cops. Like, hey, we got a really out of control, belligerent guy. He happens to be a senator, but he's still a human being under the jurisdiction of the laws of the United States. He is literally trying to fight a guy right now. Could you come and do something, Capitol Police? Maybe restrain him a little bit, take him out to the cop car, let him cool down for a few moments before we let him back in the chamber. Maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe behavior in the House and Senate has become so extreme that it is time to get the cops involved. Maybe Mitch McConnell's right. Or maybe, just maybe, the Republicans should look and see if anyone among them is going to emerge as a leader and tell them, hey guys, maybe we shouldn't act like a whole bunch of children up here that can't even get along with one another when we've got a very important election that is now less than a year away. This is the image we are projecting onto the American public, and I can promise you it's not one that they're going to love when they head to the polls next year, so cut it out, or else a lot of us are going to be losing our jobs. Now, I don't think it's likely that any Republican is going to emerge and say something like that, so maybe listen to Mitch McConnell, and let's just call the cops on everybody. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.